I'm Jody with United Pawnbrokers out of Jonesboro, Arkansas. Today I have the Buffalo Cartridge Co. BRG9 Elite. So starting off, we have a nice lockable hard case. On the back, you do have the label with all the information about the gun. And on top of the case, you do have the BRG logo and the Buffalo Cartridge Company logo. Got two clasps, and inside you have quite a variety of items. So we're going to start up top. You have a standard cleaning brush. It's quite retained in there. Let's see if I can get it out. Really tight so you're not going to lose it. But you do have a small end and a large end. You have a total of 3 brushes on rods. This is a bore mop. You also have a nylon and a copper brush. You have a trigger lock, a few swabs or a cleaning cloth, a little bit of gun oil here, and it is branded with the gun. In the lower half, you have a thumb saver to help you load your magazines. 2 extra back straps, 1 extra magazine, a little bit of information about the gun and the gun itself. So the BRG9 Elite, if you can't tell already, it is heavily inspired by the Springfield XD series of pistols, and it's kind of a upgrade of the Mod 1 with a couple upgrades on it that still beat out parts of the Mod 2. It does have the removable back straps, as I said before. Then you also have some larger front serrations on this gun. You still have the striker indicator on the back, but you do have a semi-straight trigger, which a lot of these things have been incorporated on the new Springfield XD Mod 3, but from what I understand, this gun is older than the Mod 3, so they were ahead of the game a little bit. So starting off with the magazines, has a capacity of 16+1. These are blacked out and BRG branded, but they are interchangeable with XD series mags. For the grip, you have a really soft pebble or sandpaper texture. It is super soft with the BRG logo inside. Then you have a circular, almost old school Walther style bump texture with a couple small finger grooves on the front of the frame. And these finger grooves, you can kind of notice if you're paying attention to them, but even getting lower on the grip and not lining up with those finger grooves, they aren't super irritating. You do have the grip safety in the back. The magazine release is ambi. It can be released from both sides. Once again, the trigger is straight and it has that trigger safety inside of it. You have a nice large trigger guard. If you were wearing gloves, it's still going to be easy to use. You do have some grooves on the front of the trigger guard. And up front you have a 2-slot Picatinny rail. You have a one-sided slide stop and of course your takedown lever. Moving to the rear of the gun, you have a striker indicator there. For your sights, you have a 2-dot rear with a red dot front, which gives you a pretty good sight picture. On top of the slide, you do have a loaded chamber indicator and a BRG logo engraved on the top of the barrel. On the side, you have both rear and forward serrations, and you have the BRG9 Elite writing there. On the other side, you also have BRG9. Another difference between this gun and the standard XD has a exposed extractor, but you have the chambering there. And for some of the markings, you do have the Buffalo Cartridge Co. import mark there, of course made in Turkey, matching serial numbers, and up front you have a small warning label. One thing to note about the sights that I almost forgot is that these are all metal, so they're going to be nice and durable for you, and they also have retaining screws both in the front and in the back, that way they don't shift on you. And for the dimensions of this gun, it has a 4.1 inch barrel, an overall length of 7 1/4 inches. It is 5 3/4 inches tall, and about 1 1/4 inches wide. But overall, a really neat little offering made in Turkey. Come and check it out. Thank you.